Hello and welcome back to your next lesson where we're going to be talking about how best to use this course. So in the last lesson, we were looking at the differences between IELTS General and IELTS Academic and the reasons that people might take each of those tests, as well as how the tests are actually different on the day that you'll be taking the test. So now we're just going to look at how best to use this course in order to prepare yourself for IELTS General, because of course right now we're in the IELTS General section of the course. So important study information. And again, just on how best to use the lessons and the courses now so that you can best prepare yourself for IELTS General. So as we discussed in the last lesson, some, not all, parts of the IELTS Academic and IELTS General test are the same and different. So if you are only studying the IELTS General test, there are some parts of the course that you might really not need to focus on. Whereas if you are on the IELTS General test, there are a few sections where you should really focus on, and they are made purely for IELTS General students. And I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. First up, if you're an IELTS General student, I would complete all of this introductory module. We're on to lesson 3 now, and then feel free to use the corresponding IELTS General modules. Some of the modules are for academic and general. Some of them are just for general, and some of them are just for academic. It depends very much on which section of the course you are in. Now, I just want to quickly go over that for you. So let's take a look at the different parts that are covered in the course. So the IELTS speaking section, this is for academic and general. So you can work your way through all of the lessons within any of the IELTS speaking lessons in course, because both academic and general IELTS speaking test is the exact same. So feel free to work through any of the IELTS speaking lessons in this course. Okay, IELTS writing task 1 is going to be general only. So there is different parts. So there's an IELTS writing task 1 for academic, but in this section of the course, there's a general section for IELTS writing task 1. So make sure that you're in the right IELTS writing task 1 section, because there'll be different lessons for academic and general. Any of the IELTS writing task 2 lessons, academic and general, feel free to do any of these task 2 lessons, because it's the exact same in both of the IELTS tests. IELTS listening, there's lots of different lessons on that within IELTS 7+, as well as practice tests. Feel free to do any of these lessons if you're an IELTS General student, because it's the exact same for academic and general. And finally, IELTS reading. So there'll be 2 IELTS reading sections in the course, IELTS reading academic and IELTS reading general. Much like the task 1, there'll be 2 types of lessons. So just make sure that you're in the general section for task 1 and IELTS reading general 2. So there you go. That's a bit of a rundown of the different sections that you can jump in and out of. Now, one thing I would say is, if you have time, feel free to run through all of the lessons. It will all help you improve your fluency. But of course, I'm sure many of you will just be focusing on general. So there you have a rundown of the different sections that you can be involved with. So after this introductory module for IELTS General, we'll be jumping into your sections for reading and writing task 1, which is of course writing letters. There you go. See you in the next lesson.